Good morning, everyone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We are back. How's everyone doing today? It is morning time where I am. Whatever time it is where you are. Good day, good day. Y'all hit the like button as you get in. And we're going to be talking about keeping your eyes on the prize. That means you. Keep your eyes on yourself, which means stop comparing yourself to other women. Stop looking here and looking there for things that are not even a problem to you. Stop worrying about everything else except yourself. Keep your eyes on the prize. And I say that because so many people are not focused on themselves. They're focused on everything else. And then they wonder why they feel so bothered and they feel so, insignificant and they feel so not up to par. It's because you're not paying attention and focusing on yourself and you're focusing on everything else. So, I think this video is a really good reminder to bring the focus back to you. Instead of worrying about what someone else is doing, who's liking someone's pictures on Instagram, what someone's posting, how about maybe a new hairstyle you can do, a new makeup look you can do, a new video you can watch that's going to improve whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, reading a book. Put the focus back on you because each day you're supposed to get better, not worse. Okay. So if you get better each day, it's only because the focus is on you. Okay. If you're not getting better each day, that's because you're focusing on other things. So if you're wondering why you're having trouble leveling up and why you can't do this and why you can't do that, it's because you're not worried about the prize. You're not keeping your eyes on the prize, which is you. Okay. So, keeping yourself occupied, keeping yourself improving, keeping yourself learning more and more and more is only going to make you better. So, when whoever it is comes along, you're a huge catch. You're the prize because that's all you've been doing was focusing on the prize and keeping that prize a prize. Okay, so just remember that. And a lot of ladies are so used to looking at everybody else and critiquing this person and comparing themselves to that person or being upset about a situation that may have nothing to do with them. But if you took everything that you're focusing on, that you don't need to focus on, and put it back onto yourself, can you imagine what you could accomplish in a month, a week, a year? You know, that's what I'm talking about. And that's why we need to be able to realize that if it's not bringing us money and if it's not making us better, what are we doing? What are we doing if what we're focused on isn't beneficial to us? We're wasting energy, we're wasting time, and we're giving someone else our focus that may not deserve it or may not even care. So get it back on you. Number one. Okay. Y'all hit like if y'all agree. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me see them likes if y'all agree. Do y'all agree? Yes. Mm-hmm. Someone says J9 in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hit like because it's free. Yes. So we focus on us, what's making us better. And when we choose everything that we do, make sure it is beneficial for us and those who are closest to us. Make sure you're doing that because if I get a lot of questions, and a lot of the questions are always focused on others. Um, and that's okay. But y'all have to remember what you are is what you're going to attract. I'm going to repeat that. What you are is what you're going to attract. The reason why I'm saying this, even if you're not, like, if you keep attracting dusties, you might not be dusty, you might not be broke, but your mind may still be in that mindset. You know, if you keep attracting people that want to exploit, maybe your mindset is too much on exploitation of the next person instead of simply just benefiting yourself. You know, that is the difference. Uh-oh, thank you, Goddess Wild Red Sprinkle Sprinkle. Writing in your level up journey, taking your in your level up journal, taking your elixir, freestyle twice a week, and you stay on your goals, never low your standards, manifest dusty free. I know that's right. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. By the way, I answered your inbox on the Patreon. So if you wrote me on Patreon, I have answered. You'll go back and check the answers. Sprinkle Sprinkle. And if y'all want to join the Patreon, I'm gonna link it for you guys, and it is in the description, I believe. But if not, I'm gonna also link it here if you guys want to join the Patreon. And there's like weekly journaling prompts. I need to put the prompt up for this week. Posts, PDF books that you can read, like level up books and things like that. And if you sign up for like the second tier and up, you get like monthly live videos from me that are more intimate. Sorry, y'all. And then if you sign up for the mailing tier, you get a monthly letter or a card from me. Okay, so handwritten and everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I will send it to your physical address. Thank you, granted. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's generous but shorter than me, girl, that's fine. His money long. His money tall. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, yes. Elixir link, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, y'all have to go get that elixir. Oh my gosh. In fact, I need to take mine right now. Let me scoot on over. Get my elixir. I keep it over there by my perfume. So when I spray my perfume on in the morning, I have to take the elixir, but I haven't taken it yet because I sprayed different perfume, which was over there. Because I was trying to look at my Chanel aesthetic today. So to put on my Chanel perfume, and it's all the way over there. So I'm on phase 2, y'all. And this gives you lots of energy, clear thinking, gets you out of your own way. And it just helps you improve on you, put the focus back on you, literally. And everyone who's taken it loves the elixirs. You can read the reviews on the Etsy page. And only people that have purchased can actually leave reviews. So they're not like, reviews that are not all the reviews are by actual customers. So there is the link. I accidentally posted it twice. Y'all start on phase 1. The instructions come with, or it is posted on the Etsy store for each phase. So this is phase 2. I'm restarting. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Apart from being a provider, what other factors should you consider before get married to him? That he will leave you alone and let you do you and have your life as you want it. Maybe not someone who's super controlling, but someone who allows you to, have the freedom to actually do whatever you like to do. Because I know some people get married, they think they married a slave or a maid. So make sure he's not one of those. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't make sure he's not marrying you for domestic reasons. Okay. All right. That's just my best advice. Like, no one wants to be hired as the domestic help under a marital contract and still don't get paid. Okay. Thank you. You like my teacup? I appreciate it. Oh, Goddess Wild Red. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation. You appreciate my speedy personal advice, and you are my sis friend in your head. Well, good for you. My elixir has changed your life. Well, I'm so happy. I feel like it does raise your frequency and it raises your belief in yourself. It raises that confidence and it helps you get going and, thriving, and ideas are easily given. Yeah, I think it's basically the science of it is it helps your brain neurons fire a lot faster, makes you think better, more clearly. You see situations more clearly. You can read between the lines. I, I don't know if that's just me, but I can tell when people are lying to me. I can see a situation for what it is. When your mind is, getting the elements and nutrients and the minerals that it normally doesn't get because of the bad diet and tap water and things like that. The minerals that we used to get from fresh water, it's like in the streams and stuff that we don't get now, that helps the conductivity of our brain neurons fire faster. We can think better, we can think faster, we're always 2 3 steps ahead, baby. So that's what the elixirs kind of do. So if you want to not be you know not connecting the dots and not seeing the obvious, then don't take the elixirs. But if you want to see the connections and all the dots connected and see through the okey doke, get those elixirs, I promise you. Yes, and if you already can read between the lines, imagine how much better you'll be able to see and think clearly. Okay. um yes, and we are the prize. That's why we invest in ourselves, we invest in our beauty, our nutrition, our spirituality, our minds. We buy books, elixirs, and makeup, of course, because we need to take care of the total package, not just the outside, but also the inside, the mental, the spiritual, and all that. That's how you become a complete, leveled up woman. You got to work on all of it. So, and a lot of times, like, these elixirs also, they help your frequency. And when I say your frequency, I'm not trying to sound like woo woo, but it helps you vibrate on a higher level, which will attract more to you, whether it be money, men, ideas, um, positions, jobs, business ideas, whatever it is. It's going to come to you easier and faster because you're vibrating on a different frequency than most people. And whatever you're thinking about and creating and wanting to manifest, those elixirs definitely help. I'm not even joking. I could show you planners, papers from all my planners and manifestation journals that I have checked off while on the elixirs. How many I've come up with so many great ideas on those elixirs. Y'all gotta take advance. Okay. So um and being the prize, to yourself allows you to be the prize to a man. Let me repeat that. Being a prize to yourself allows you to also be the prize to a man. You wake up every day, you take care of yourself, you look good, you smell good, you make sure you put yourself as a priority. And a man who's watching a woman do that is I have they have to do the same because that's what she does for herself and she takes nothing less and she's not going to accept less because that's her standard for herself. So that's why I'm saying we are the prize. Don't ever doubt it. Don't question it. That's number one. Women who watch other people's videos and the men are talking about they're the prize, and women start questioning if they're the prize or not, or asking about what if a man thinks he's the prize. Well, then he thought wrong because in in the relationship or in the exchange, the woman is always a prize to herself first and foremost, and a prize to whoever can meet her standards. Okay. Your mom told you you was the prize at 15, glam culture. I know that's right. She was correct. Yes, ma'am. So, um, sure, what are the steps to get the princess treatment and get the man to worship you? You treat yourself like that in front of him. Anything you can do to remind him that you're a princess. remind them in symbols, places that you like to go, maybe a teacup, how you look, how you dress, how you act. Get the color scheme going. It doesn't necessarily have to be pink, but it needs to look princessy. You could do pearl, white, uh, even like if you like the aesthetic of black and white, like the Chanel princess look, go for that. They need to see princess if they're gonna treat you like a princess. So start looking like one. Okay, now I don't always look like a princess, but when I want to get treated like one, I sure try to look like one. Okay. How do you truly get over someone? Honestly, I like to feel like, if that person was a significant person in your life, you're always going to have memories. And like I said in another video, you never get over people. You just move forward and move on. Those people are a part of your memory. And the more you think about them, the more you're going to think you're not over them. So maybe think about something else and focus on something else. Yes. Uh-huh. Sure. How do you win someone back after you've had real? I don't, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't win anyone back. They have to come begging back. um, as a woman, if I broke up with you or things ended, I'm not going back. You have to come chase me. Remember the chase. It doesn't go the opposite way. Okay. um, so and I know a lot of women keep looking backwards and trying to go back and go back. It wasn't meant to be, baby. Just move forward. Okay. If he's not chasing you and you got to start chasing him, you're doing it wrong and you're focused in the wrong direction. Turn around and move forward. Okay. We don't need to chase people that told you or showed you in a way that it's not happening. Okay. And that's if we're the prize, we should feel as if, you know, they should be chasing us and trying to get us to get back with them. If you messed up, maybe your subconscious mind told you to mess things up so that you don't longer have to be with that person because they weren't right for you. Okay, so move forward. Yeah. Where to hang out in Houston for daddies? New Girl Galleria area, River Oaks area, Katy. Well, that's outside of Houston, but like Uptown Park, Bentley dealership, or is that Rolls Royce? I don't know. It's right next to Uptown Park. I think it could be Bentley dealership. Go hang out at the finer dealerships in Houston in the service area, like you're waiting on a car, just looking around. Girl, that's what they be. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go around happy hour, lunchtime, to nice restaurants and cafes over there. Okay. When I say cafes, I mean like places that serve food that also, but aren't large scale restaurants. If you don't feel like going there, there's a lot of little places around the Uptown and Galleria area. And River Oaks has like old money. So you're looking for that old money, go to River Oaks. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, Share your best friend or your boyfriend is very successful and has multiple businesses. He is a provider, but his ex-wife he was married to for 20 years works close with him. He wants us to move in, but his ex will always be involved. Well, it's probably cheaper than dissolving the business. I told you men follow their money, not love. Okay, it's about money. You heard that if you can become worth more than that business to him, then he might let her go. Okay, he might let her go. But if you can't become worth more than that business, that he's working close with his ex, he's not gonna let it go, baby. And when I say worth more, I mean he needs to invest more in you than he has in that business. So something large, a house, a car, something major, you got to get that money. If a rich man wants you to chase, what do you do? The same thing you would do if a broke man wanted you to chase. Nothing. You don't chase rich men. Okay? Yeah, you don't chase any man, baby. Unless he done took your purse, then you try to chase him to get your purse back. But if he ain't steal nothing, leave him. He's the chaser, baby. They're like honestly, if you chase a man, it maybe you're not chasing him, maybe you're chasing the opportunities that follow or that are available through him. But if you're not chasing him romantically, don't chase a man romantically. Chase the you could chase a business opportunity if you don't want them for anything else but that. You can chase a opportunity of some sort, but don't ever chase them romantically. Okay. So you can chase their money, but not them. There's a difference. Chase that money, don't chase them. You dating a guy who's too busy to see you right now because he's at work, interior design, girl, in an upscale restaurant. How do I handle my growing feelings of jealousy? NK, sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you know that there are, and I posted this meme on Instagram a few, maybe a month ago, and it's hilarious because it says there are people with whole families, children, full-time jobs who still find time and married who still find time to cheat and go date other women or men. So if a man is too busy to see you, he don't want to see you, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just saying. Unless he's married, got 3 kids and a wife as well. But a lot of those the guys still be making time for their side piece. So I don't know what to tell you, baby. I wouldn't take that as the truth. But if he wants to see you, make sure he makes it up to you by compensating you with something nice. Okay. What do you think about a shy guy who likes you, a millionaire? Well, as long as he's not shy with his money, then I don't care. But if he's shy with his money, I don't know. How am I supposed to know that he cares? Okay. And that's the truth. Like, okay, I'm shy. I don't know what to do. Spend some money. That's the easiest thing to do. You ain't got to talk. You don't got to have the right words. Just send it to the right place. Cash App, Venmo, uh, PayPal, bank account, whatnot, whatever. Okay, you could be real shy, but let your money speak for you. Okay. We still say, oh yeah. Um. So and this is why it's like, don't ask me about what other people think about who's the prize. I don't care what they think. That's why I remain a prize. And if they want to be the prize, then they need to dress up like the prize. They need to go ahead and get dragged, go ahead and transition if they would like to be a prize, because a man is never the prize, it's always the woman. Okay. So when a man says he's the prize, watch out, baby. He might be the prize to somebody else, not a woman. Or he could be Pick Misha's prize, but it's not the kind of man you want. All right. You have your first phone conversation with a potential provider tonight. What to talk about? How long should it be? Um, you said 15 minutes. I say no longer than 10 minutes. And he needs to be setting a date. He needs to be saying, setting the date, and you need to be allowing him to talk so you can get all the triggers So when you're on the date, you know how to, convince him that you're the prize and worth investing in. So basically, you just need to let him talk for 10 minutes. He needs to be making plans to see you. And then you need to cut it off after 10 minutes nicely. And then say, I can't wait to see you. And then, talk to him more on the date in person. We don't stay on the phone. That's for high schoolers. Okay. Even high schoolers don't be on the phone no more. They be texting. Um, he says, "Is it possible to realistically date an older man when you're 20?" Yeah, of course it is. You have never been. Have y'all ever been to one of those really nice restaurants and you always see the old man with the young chick? You ain't. That's like if you go to any nice restaurant right now, like this evening, really nice. You're always going to see that combo. You're always going to see the combo. The old man and the young chick. We know what that is, okay? You're always going to see it. Now, whether you're going to be one of them or not is up to you, because it is definitely possible. How do I make a guy buy you a new iPhone without asking to buy me a new iPhone? Girl, y'all haven't heard about the fake cracked iPhone? You get your old iPhone, turn it on, make sure it's already cracked, and then like when y'all are out and about, like accidentally pretend like he bumps into you, drop the phone and have it pretend crack because he won't see it. Don't pull it out until he bumped it out your hand, girl. And then when he see he destroyed it, he gotta pay for it. Okay. Get the fake iPhone crack hack. Okay. So basically, get your old iPhone out, dust it off, turn it on. Y'all are walking together, like accidentally allow him to bump into you, like and go like this with your hand, and then drop the phone and act like get your acting skills together. Like, oh my god, my phone is cracked. I just got this one. Old people don't know the new and the old. Okay, iPhone. So just act your best. Start crying until he offers to buy another one. Tell him you ain't got no insurance on that phone. Nothing. You need to go get it soon because you don't want your fingers to get cut from all the cracks in the glass. E. And if you don't have a cracked iPhone, they have this um, fake film that you can put over the glass that looks cracked, or you can go get one of those fake films from Five and Below and crack it, and then put it on the phone so your phone looks cracked. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are welcome. Y'all better tip me when it work out. Okay. If that work out for you, you better send me a cash app or whatnot. Here you go. Look, here I got my phone and I'm sending this cash app from my new phone. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said this actually worked. I dropped my phone as I was getting out of his car and he bought me another one. Okay. Posh core, sprinkle, sprinkle, tell them. But if you want to make it more strategic, do what I told you. Okay, Five Below, go get them thick screens and then crack it, then put it on the phone. It makes your phone look cracked. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. TikTok brought you here. Uh-oh, Delisha, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, welcome. Whoever spread my TikTok videos brought you here. So thank you and thank them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh, how do I know what triggers a man? Listen to what he's passionate about. That will trigger. Those are his triggers. Okay. That's why you got to let him talk for most of the conversation. So you can tell what he's interested in, what he really likes, what makes him upset, what makes him happy, then you can play on that, like gather your information. You have your notebook out when y'all are on the phone and be like, okay, he like dogs. Well, my dog gonna need surgery in about 2 weeks, even though I ain't got no dog. Okay. He's an animal lover. Ooh, I can get you some good old surgery money. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna die if I don't get the money for his pet surgery. Oh, Destiny, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, do I react? Still ain't received the money. Girl, you should have been moved on to the next dude and getting his money. When they don't come through, they don't want to come through. You're not a priority to them, or they never meant to come through. So take it as a red flag that they wasted your time and you have learned a lesson. Okay. Lesson learned. Get the money the same day that they mention it, or don't talk to them until the money is in your account. Period. Basically, if they text you, what's up? Text them your Zelle information, your Cash App. Until he sends you what he said he would, you don't talk to him about anything else. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you said you told a girl yesterday, once a side piece, always a side piece. She was trying to take over from my ex-wife. Okay, well, good for her. At least you tried. Now, honestly, are you a guy? Okay. You're probably not ready to get married again since you probably divorced. Usually, older men want to get married because they don't want to die alone. But young guys, after they get divorced, they want to be free. Okay. Will it be harder to meet and marry a provider while a virgin? It seems so difficult out here. Yeah, it probably will be, unless you are, you know, unless you find a man who adheres to that cultural or religious aspect. It's probably going to be hard because it's like at least lie about not being a virgin and lie and pretend like he might get some. You'll get more money spent. You might, might not make it to the marriage, but you know, unless you find someone that is has no choice but to wait because he can't get done nowhere else. Someone says marry an Arab, they look for virgins. Yeah, so you got to marry someone in that believes in that. Yes, a lot of if they're not culturally or religiously tied to marrying a virgin, they're not going for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, so yeah. And remember, if you're a prize, being a virgin is considered a prize by a lot of men, right? But all these guys that say they want to marry a virgin, they don't want to pay for a virgin to go out on dates. They don't want to pay for no virgin, to get their car fixed. They fake dog took to the vet. They don't want to pay for none of that. They want to hurry up and marry you on their call center salary or their Uber salary. Um, but rich men, they don't really care if you're unless they're culturally invested in the virgin or religiously, you know, taught to marry virgins. But most men with money, they don't care. So, and you can always lie about your status, just like a woman who's not a virgin can lie and say that she is. Okay. But if you are getting too old to be believed as a virgin, it might be difficult. Okay. That might work while you're young, so milk it until you get all the money you can get out of it. Yeah. So, how do you get a man to be generous with you if you're always traveling and have a good career? You like I told women like a long time ago on my older videos who asked a similar question, Jay's view. Um, you have to find a compromise, which means if you travel a lot for work, it's going to be very hard for you to get a man to take you seriously because you're always gone. Okay. So maybe you could try adjusting your travel to maybe stay in one place for a long period of time and see if men will invest in you more, giving you money and are more generous. But if they think you're always gone, they may think you're always gone and also with other men and dating other men. And if they want to call you up or date or stuff like that, you're nowhere around. So they're not going to invest in someone who's not around long enough. So you're going to have to stay in one place and see what happens. If you can't, then maybe um, if you work around some people that make more money than you, maybe you can start dating someone that's also a traveler that's always going to be traveling with you. Other than that, I don't think men are going to invest in a traveling woman. Okay. Unless they get to go too, right? How to act innocent and get what you want. Play dumb. Act innocent. Ask questions. Pout. There you go. Just like a child. Oh, why do these people keep trying to call me? Scam likely. It's always scam likely. They're always trying to call. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. You said which race is the most generous? The one that likes you the best. So like you can't really answer that question because I don't know what race you are. 'Cause each race treats different races differently. So it depends on how much that race likes you and how much money they got individually. It's hard to answer a general question like that because you never know each person's situation, why they're being generous, and how much money they have and what they like. So all them races that gave me money. So I don't know. So you think long distance work? Only if you're a man and you're trying to keep your other woman out of the picture so you could date other women. It works for them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, what would you do if you were invited somewhere by a celebrity and he allows a groupie to sit in with y'all? um, a groupie. I'm gonna have to get up and leave. Y'all know me, I'm up and gone. I'll talk to another celebrity or some other dude. I will go talk to him right in front of their face, make sure they see. No, um, I'll leave them to themselves. Unless it's like, a greeting, like, "Okay, nice to meet you, goodbye." But if it's for the whole time, I'm gonna be talking to another dude quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's just my personality. I'm sorry. You can do it, I can do it. How do you attract rich men? Because I keep attracting broke men or rich men but stingy. Okay. Go to areas that have like extremely rich men. That way you're not gonna run into super stingy ones. So like I said, the Bentley dealership or the nice stores, designer yachts, like where they have yachts, the marina. Go to the little restaurants and bars along the marina where people park their yachts. Go to golfing club. Go to the real money. You know, got to dress the part, act the part, look like you belong over there, and go over there. Okay. You said, what if you're on a plane with a celebrity? Am I mixing all the questions up? I don't know, Chad. Um, have you discussed how tiring dating is? Ways to stop. I was never tired. Shoot. Girl, you better get that elixir. You better get some elixir. You tired. Girl, I was excited to go out every night alone or on a date. You can't keep me in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I'm the type of person that like to have fun. I like to go out. I like to be seen. I like to do different stuff. Even if I don't have a date, I'm out the house. I'm out because when I was younger, I was not a homebody. I was like always gone doing something. So it wasn't tiring to me. It was just oh, free food, free drinks tonight, baby. And it might lead to something, like a relationship or get some more extra money. So this is you got to think of it like this. If it's tiring, then take a break and do some self-care. Act like you're the prize. Get you some new outfits or make some new outfits in your closet if you don't want to spend money. And then maybe you'll be more excited to date again, maybe in a little while. Just like get yourself together, maybe reinvent how you look, where you hang out, and maybe you'll be more excited to date. Or, reinvent or if you're on all those dating apps, maybe redo your whole profile. Come at it from a different angle. Or stop being on the dating profiles and just go out and meet people in real life. You know. Um, just if you just make it like fun, like we did before all this stuff, we just went out and had fun. We hung out where we knew the man was buying drinks, had money in case one tried to holler at us. We knew they was paid. We wouldn't take no dusty chances. So go and hang out where all the rich men hang out. Y'all gotta do y'all research. I gotta do y'all research. Get y'all a pen and paper right now. I'm gonna tell y'all a couple ways to find out where the rich people hang out. All right. Type it in on Google. Where the rich man at? In my city. You know, name your city. There's women on there talking. Believe me, they gonna tell. Type in the wealthiest zip code in your city. Go on over there. Okay. Drive up over there. All right. That's two ways. I gave y'all two. Now y'all go find the rest. He said fundraising events, galas, yeah, yeah. But if you're just bored one day and say, I'm gonna go hang out, you type in the, richest zip code in Houston. Uh-oh, click. That's where I'm going to lunch over there somewhere. Type in where do rich men hang out in Houston? Somebody then type something somewhere, sometime, some way. Ooh, okay, that's where I'm going. Put that on my list. So just do your research. Google is there for you, gold diggers. Google is there for nerds. Google is there for people that want to shop. Google is there for you. They will tell you where the rich man at. They will tell you the nicest, richest area code. They will tell you where the broke people are. So use Google as your tool to help you a little bit. Okay. I did go grocery shopping at the Whole Foods in the rich area. Even if you don't really buy nothing, just walk around. They have a little cafe in there. Go to the old money part of town. Sit. Somebody might have just been widowed. Might be looking for some little thing to spend money on. That's how it usually is. Go get your money. Race horse events. Okay, you found your man through your boyfriend at the time. Oh my goodness. OA, you did? Wow. Well, that's a way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, just keep going. Like, don't get discouraged. Just keep going. It's like a job, y'all. It literally is like a job. How many people don't like their job, but they get up and go? It's the same thing. Except you have to find ways to like your job. Whether it's, oh, I got a new pen to write with, or oh, I got a new desk mat or a new mouse pad. I don't know what y'all be doing. But oh, I got a new outfit to wear to work. Or I found this new place to eat lunch at work. You do everything that makes your day better or work better or dating better. Because you're the prize. You have to like what you're doing. You have to be happy wherever you are. That's why it's important to put the focus on you and make sure you're excited and happy each day that you wake up because you have everything that makes you happy, whether it be the tools, how you want to look, where you want to go. Um, and how it makes you feel. That's why I wrote that book right there. Leveling up to your best life, creating a life of comfort and luxury. And that's on any budget because luxury and comfort go hand in hand. You don't have to spend a lot of money to be luxurious. You can feel luxury in the small things. And y'all go ahead and get this book. It's linked at the top with all my other books. But when you get it, it's going to be pink on the cover with this picture in the middle because this is like the author's copy. But yes, the little small luxurious details make having a cup of tea so much better. The little fine things in life make you look like the prize, feel like the prize, and you also feel that you're living in luxury and comfort as well. Yes, my book is on Amazon. Y'all get it, okay? It is a nice, you can get the paperback or the hardback copy. You do have a choice. So the price is different because of the hardback option. So sprinkle, sprinkle, get it. And there's full color pictures in there, examples, and just ways to enjoy your life with what you already have and make each moment special and treating yourself like the prize. This is basically what this book is teaching you to do so that when other people come into your life, they treat you like the prize and they know that you deserve comfort and luxury because you're already doing this for yourself. And if they want to come in and pick up the reins, they have to continue to provide you with a life of comfort and luxury. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money to gain comfort and luxury. It's very strategic on how you choose to budget. And this advice works on any budget. All right. Y'all get that. And I also have all my other level up books on that link as well. So y'all can get all the other level up books that I wrote. This is for anyone. And it's about leveling up your life materially, physically, just how you live each day, from drinking a glass of wine with your dinner, having a place setting versus sitting on the couch, flipping through the channels, eating a burrito from Taco Bell. It just tells you how to glam it up so that anybody who comes into your life, they already know your standards are super high, and it looks that way when they walk into your home and how you treat yourself. Okay. It just gives you little cute tips for every day, how to make your everyday life feel luxurious and comfortable on any budget. Oh, Victoria, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Oh, how many of you have gotten the book? Thank you, Victoria. I didn't see the message. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've been vlogging today as well. I went out and took myself to breakfast, and I vlogged some of that. I went and dropped off those packages that ordered the Coquette mystery box for pen pal and journaling. Oh, Victoria, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She was sprinkling me to death over here, girl. Well, to life. With that money. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're gonna get my book this weekend, Cece. Okay, y'all can actually leave a review on Amazon if you already have the book. Let me know how you like it. My best-selling book, I think, in the level up genre is I Bring Nothing to the Table. It's on that link as well at the top. I'll post it again. These are all my level up books. I think my best-selling level up book is I Bring Nothing to the Table. And also The Wisdom of SheRaSeven. It's another coffee table book that's really big with lots of my quotes and advice. So it's like the one with the black and white cover that says The Wisdom of SheRaSeven. That's my second bestseller, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so all my level up books are going to ensure that you are a prize, that you are a priority. So if you read the books, you're going to start to develop this mindset as if you're the main character. It's all about you, and you deserve the best, and your standards should be high, and you are the prize. If you read those books, That's it. You ain't no going back. you you already, you leveled up mentally for life, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you have a daughter who's like, maybe in high school or college or just getting out into the dating world, as a young adult, my books will definitely help them stay away from dusties. Okay. And I keep the sense of humor in the books, and I'm kind of straight up and blunt in my books, just like how I talk. Especially in I Bring Nothing to the Table and The Wisdom of SheRaSeven. And then I think you can get the ebook Too Pretty to Pay Bills. I think that's an ebook form. Those books will help your young sister, niece, daughter, whoever, just to put the information in their mind. They don't have to agree with it because young women, they usually have to find out the hard way. But if they have a manual, they can see the red flags coming. So I think it's a good gift to give young women, like young adults, teenagers, you know, definitely. You said you love my channel. Thank you, Victoria. You have an opportunity to open up a studio fitness place. You will be fully funded. However, would it be better to just start an online business for retail? Um, I think at this time it's smarter to start online and maybe do some videos. Like you can do like honestly, if I were in your position, I would start small and grow. I would put some videos together of you doing the fitness, maybe start a little Patreon or your own website, and maybe doing personal fitness online for individual customers, like personal training via Zoom or whatever y'all use these days. And then, you know, um, grow your support. And you can use that money that you make from doing that to physically open a place. Um, and you can then advertise as a personal trainer you can offer both services. So when people can't get to the gym, they just sign up for a personal training service online. You can get double the money and don't have to pay, you know, for a location unless you want to. Um, Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkles there. Appreciate it. You say you love me on TikTok. If I had a TikTok account, I could say thank you, but someone else is posting those. But if it brought you here, that's all that matters, right? Y'all click the like button, sprinkle, sprinkle. But what should you do when other people around you don't make you feel like you're the prize? It doesn't matter what they think. Let me tell y'all, like, so many people are so busy worried about what other people think and how they treat you. Treat yourself like the prize. They can't take that away from you. It's not how they make you feel, it's how you make you feel. Okay. If I set up in a room full of ratchet chicks and sipped my tea, they can't take this away. I'm gonna feel bougie, period. I'm gonna feel extra. I'm gonna feel like the pride. I'm gonna feel this, and that. You know, you can't take you away from you. Okay. If you walk into a place and you're the most, elegant woman or stunning woman or sexiest woman in the place, they can't take it from you. You just are. They can say all this and that. Ooh, I don't. She ugly in that color. Ooh, who she thinks she is, but they still can't take it away from you because you gave it to you. You gave it to yourself. So don't let people take it away from you. Give more to yourself. Make sure people know you the prize. Period. To yourself at least. Oh, Shannon, sprinkle, sprinkle. Share your sis is a masculina, and you are starting to see my pretty 4-year-old niece is picking up some of her habits. How do I help my niece and I'm moving. Um, well, maybe you can tell her that's not how pretty princesses act, or that's not how little pretty girls act. You're acting like a little, you're acting very like, the opposite of a pretty princess, and maybe remind her, buy her some cute little princessy clothes and some pink stuff, some little teacups and a tea set, and remind her that she's a little girl and she should be feminine and dainty, if that's the direction that you want her to go in. But her mom is literally who's going to raise her, so I mean, you can only do so much from afar. So who knows? Just be a great example of what she should model herself after when she does see you. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yeah, if no one else thinks you're the prize or doesn't treat you like one, keep treating yourself like the prize in front of them. That's the key. Okay. Because eventually, the more they see you doing that, they're going to start treating you like that. It takes a little effort, but when they see you every day coming with the nicest this, or going to the nicest places to eat lunch, or doing this, or making sure you look, polished every day, they can't come at you any different because you are consistent. Okay. Sure, once you started watching you, I leveled up tremendously. Oh, flavored fruit. Thank you, girl. Oh, I'm happy that you leveled up. That's the goal, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How do you create desire in him if we are living together? Leave the house, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Leave and go somewhere for a long time. Don't answer his call and then come back dressed and look cute, smiling like you had the best day ever without him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you gotta let him miss you, baby. Um, you've leveled up too, but you still like to dress gothic sometimes. You're 22. Well, you're 22, girl. Dress how you want. Once you figure out what, like, I dress all type of ways. So once you figure out that you can do what you want, literally, and you have a costume for every situation, then it's not going to be a big deal. Okay. Be comfortable in your own skin. Yes. Trying to read some of these questions. Oh, so, you know, if you're around a bunch of negative people who don't treat you or recognize you as a prize, like I said, don't let that deter you from treating yourself as the prize. How do you become more feminine? You have been in your masculine energy most of your life, and it's so hard to switch. Act. It's an act, baby. And let me tell y'all, if you are a very masculine woman, surround yourself with softer things. Maybe you put a little pink flower somewhere. Get you a little pink teacup. I mean, you can't be super masculine drinking tea out of this little cute pink teacup now, can you? So buy yourself some very feminine items and surround yourself with lots of feminine comforts. Like maybe get you a nice pink fuzzy pair of slippers or a nice, silky robe. Like adorn yourself with feminine items so that you can become that and feel that. Because if you don't feel feminine, it's hard to act feminine. Okay, so go to the store. You can go to Dollar Tree or whatever. You don't have to spend a lot of money, or you can go thrift shopping. But surround yourself with feminine items, whether um, you know you feel like it's going to help you or not. Eventually, you're going to start to feel it. You're going to start to see yourself in the mirror, your little cute pink silk robe or your pink fuzzy slippers when you slip them on in the morning. Maybe paint your nails a feminine color. Wear feminine color clothing. Maybe creams, nudes, pinks. If you like black, maybe just make sure it's, feminine. Wear perfume all the time. Keep your makeup going every day. Smile more. That's very feminine to smile more. Um, Ask questions more. That's really good. Asking questions is very feminine because it's like I don't know everything like a man, and let me ask a question. you know, so especially to men, asking a question to a man. Take your time. Move slower. Like move slowly. Like if you adjust your seat, have better posture, smile, wear more dresses and things like that. And it will help you feel more feminine. And just keep doing that until it rubs off on you and you become feminine. That's pretty much it. It does take some acting and some wardrobe. um, go rocks, sharky jaw. Date both of them. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. If if you can't date both of them, just date the one that's trying to pay for you to go out on the date and the one that's nice. But if you can't have them both, just pick the best one that likes you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like honestly, you don't have to choose. Just go on both. What would a man do? He would go on both dates. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do some women want to be bossed around? Are those a good target? Some guys. Okay. Why do some guys want to be bossed around? Because maybe if they're successful, they have yes people all around them that just agree with whatever they say. And maybe they just want to spice things up in their life in, the dating aspect. They like women who speak their mind and tell them how it is. Is it a red flag for a guy to be mid-30s, money with no kids? No. Um, a lot of guys don't have kids until they're older, especially if they are focused on their money. I would say mostly men who, and I don't mean to be rude, but like poverty minded people have children at a very young age versus, putting their business first, their money making first, their craft first, their skills first. Their form of entertainment is, sleeping around. And so they're most likely going to have kids at a young age. But if you're very focused on getting your money, your education, if you get an education, starting your business and working or building your business, you're not going to find recreation in procreation. You're just not. So it's perfectly fine for a man in his 30s to have zero kids. Now, if he's about 45 and up with no kids, that might be a red flag because usually by then they want to start procreating because they got the money. All right. How to freestyle on a 9 to 5 in nice places are far from me and you don't have a car. Okay. Better get online then. Because I'm not freestyling in no broke neighborhood. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you go flirt with a business owner somewhere. Go find you a chop shop girl. I don't know to tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You better go find where the corner store dude, they be making money. The owner, though, the owner. Okay. You said, knowing all this information now about men and you could go back, would you still choose James? I would probably choose Minnie, not him and other ones. And sprinkle, sprinkle. I would probably be in the mindset that I can have all more than one at the same time. Yes. How to stop feeling lonely without friends or a boyfriend. Focus on yourself. You are your friend. You are your own priority at this time. So take yourself out on a date. Dress up, look cute. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out to eat. And you can call it freestyling if you like, or you could just say you're taking yourself out. Learn to create the standards that you want other people to live up to and do them for yourself. Because if you can do all these things for yourself, friendship, taking yourself out on dates, when a man meets you, they have to meet the standards that you meet for yourself, and you will not be able to take anything less. Like if they invite you somewhere and you wouldn't even take yourself there, you'd be like, sorry, I can't do that. So Miriam says to volunteer somewhere. Yes, that's a really good idea. A lot of people volunteer who don't really need to work. So you're going to meet people that have a little bit of money. You might meet, I think more women kind of volunteer. So, but maybe you'll get invited to places where men are. You can meet, mingle with other people on that same, financial level. Definitely. You said, what kind of job do you need? Go work in the luxury car dealerships, real estate offices, um, land development, construction company, girl. In the office, though, in the office. Banks. Hmm. Should you give him a chance if he doesn't drive? Can he see, girl? Some people they ask like prevent them from driving, or maybe he got his license took because he be driving too much drinking. I don't know, girl. You need to figure that out. Like, why can't you drive? That's my first question because that's a red flag. Why you can't drive? Why can't you drive, sir? What has happened? Mm. Do you tell men that you don't want marriage and kids if they ask? No, you don't tell them nothing. You're just like, it's like, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just really trying to focus on right now. Hmm. How do you meet rich men online? Like where? On on the sites where they have to pay, millionairematchmaker.com, um, Facebook, Instagram. They usually own businesses or advertising their business and things like that. And they're usually entrepreneurs or, a lot of times they're already established and they're just promoting whatever it is that their business is. So yeah. Mhm. Make sure they're promoting the business though, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means they got money and they earning money while they're online, which is always good if they always online. You said it's not funny because a grown man should have a car if he's trying to date unless he's Amish. Um, yeah, I'm gonna need you to have a car, okay? Unless they can't drive for medical reasons or something like that. As long as they can afford it, like a car service, and to pay your bills. But some people can't drive because they have issues, or they can't see, or they're legally blind, or uh something. Girl, you keep meeting rich men, but they don't spend money on me. They just flex it. How they're too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only young men flex their money. Older men will spend it. So try to find an older man with money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Older, older. Or it could be newly rich and they could just be trying to flex it. And just, without spending it. I don't like old money don't flex, they just spend. Okay. So, or money that's always coming in and there's like no issues with them thinking that it's not going to return back to them once they spend it. Those type of men spend. So try to find some of those. They keep telling me I buy this and never give me nothing. Well, I would just bust in and say, "Well, when we going shopping?" That I'm bold like that. You buy what you buy? Well, when we going shopping? Don't tell me about shopping if you ain't gonna take me shopping because I don't care. That's what I would be like. I don't care. I'm say like it is. Well, when you gonna buy me something? Like, why are you bragging on shopping if you can't take somebody shopping? That don't make no sense. Mhm. That means they can afford to take you shopping if they wanted to. So if they ain't, they don't want you. Bye. This guy you're seeing, Zooey Mama, is keeps asking you to cook. You told him I should take initiative. He told me I should take initiative. Do I cut him off? Girl, if a man ever asked me to cook and we was just dating, that would be yes, a cutoff. I'm not. Goodbye. I don't date those type of men that would ask women to cook. I'm out. You better ask me where we going to eat, where you want to eat at. Now, them type of men you cut off quick, fast, and in a hurry. How about wealthy men who are cheap? Might as well be broke. They don't count. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, I mean, you can get them to spend if mess with their ego a little bit, but you know, when you find a stingy one, mess with their ego a little bit. Like when they're being stingy, like, "Oh, are you having financial problems?" Just say so. It's fine. You don't have to hide it from me. We could just be friends. Uh-huh. When they start trying to be cheap, it's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were having financial issues. I'm so sorry. I've been insensitive." I'm not having financial issues. Oh, okay, you're on a budget then. Okay. That's okay. I've got to go though. It was nice seeing you and good luck with your financials. Bye. I don't want you to spend your rent money. Okay. How to ask how to ask me for money and shopping without feeling awkward because I don't know how to do it. Um, you just say it, baby. When they start talking about spending money and shopping, say, so when are we going spending? When are we gonna go shopping? So I can get some nice things too. You just throw yourself in there, baby. You just throw yourself in there. If they like you, they're gonna be like, well, we can go. If they don't, they're gonna look at you crazy. Okay. So throw yourself in there. Just throw yourself in there. Don't be afraid. Be like, when we going shopping? As soon as I said that, I was shopping. How you doing? Stop being afraid of everything. What he gonna tell you? No, and then you can move on quick and fast and in a hurry because he was wasting your time in the first place. Tell these men your bills all have gone up due to inflation. Y'all are so silly. Um, Ladies, just ask. Believe me, it reveals everything about the man. Exactly. How they choose to answer your question shows you what they plan for you in your dating future. Do they plan on spending money or not? And if they say, sure, I'll take you shopping, get the shopping in ASAP. That day, grab them by the old wrinkled hand and drag them to the next shopping center, the nearest shopping center. It doesn't even matter. It's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. Let's go." Grab 'em. Don't let it linger. Well, he can promise you, "Oh, Imma take you shopping," and a week go by, and then he forget what he said. No, you gotta take as soon as he says yes, that's the y'all next stop, baby. That's your next stop. Okay? Don't wait. You're gonna be sitting up here and waiting. He said he was gonna do this, but he didn't do it. That's because you waited too long. When he say it, drag him to do it. Mm. Shira, how long is it okay to stay a fiance if your boyfriend proposes 1 to 2 years? Um, is he paying all them bills? Okay. Maybe he's saving up for a wedding. As long as you don't have to pay for the wedding, he's saving up. He paying all them bills. He just don't want you to get away from him. He plans to marry you as long as he's providing for you fully. I say maybe a year, maybe 2 years, if you know he, you know, is saving up for the wedding that you want. If not, I mean, he should already have that money, in my opinion, before you marry him. But you said you've been engaged for 2 years. It depends. It just depends. Like, is he trying to get your money? Is he trying to get your money saved up so you can have the wedding you want and the house you want, all that. That's my thing. Like, Sure, he keeps telling me to send him pictures how to turn the situation to your advantage. He lives abroad. Send him pictures of other things. Send him pictures that's already on your Instagram. Send him pictures that's on your Facebook that's already online. Don't send him no new pictures or no current pictures. And then when he asks you to send him some pictures, ask him to send you some money or some gifts. Send a picture of your bills, something. I don't know. Send him a picture of you holding all your bills. Say, we're waiting. Okay. Picture your Cash App handle. Yes, that too. Get you a marker and a dry erase board and write your Cash App or Zelle and hold it up and take a picture like this. Okay. Let's see what happens. He ain't gonna ask you for no more pictures. This guy told me he will give money for shopping, but he wants to go with me. Okay, then drag him to the mall right now. Like, as soon as he said that, like, oh my God, let's go. Or okay, well, let's meet tomorrow. Right away. He tells me he wants to give us a serious shot. For why does this man see us getting serious? Bring your bills. Spark, spark on. Y'all had that discussion. Bring your bills. That's all serious man to me. You ready to pay your bill? You want to give us a serious shot? Great. Let me get my bills. Yes. How do we turn something negative into positive if we keep getting dusties and not that? First of all, you got to take high value men out your vocabulary. That's number one because they don't exist. A man is either valuable or he's not. And you don't have to put high value in front of a man who is valuable because he speaks for himself. Okay. So take that out of your vocabulary because when you say, I want to attract a high value man, that means his value can sink at any time. He can go low. His value can go low. It means that he has to describe himself as high value to the world because it's not obvious, which means you're going to attract dusties, period, because that's the vocabulary you're using. Our words are very important when we speak. Look, I have this quote right here. The words I am are potent words. Be careful what you hitch to them. The thing you're claiming has a way of reaching back and claiming you. So we don't put high value man in our vocabulary because that means it's not obvious to the rest of the world. It's a false claim. So, how you attract men with money, men of means, and valuable men is to be that to yourself. Be that to yourself. Treat yourself as if you are a valuable woman, which means you need to have treat yourself as if you are a prize. Treat yourself as if you have very high standards that most people are not going to be able to meet. That means you don't waste your time being in places where you can be approached by dusties. You don't present yourself as a dust magnet. And what that means is you try to dress a little classier instead of sexier sometimes, especially if you're freestyling in the daytime or for happy hour or at lunch. Like the sexy dresses don't come out until the date has been asked or if you're out in the evening time, you know. So if you're overly sexualizing yourself in the broad daylight, in the broad time, you're going to attract dusties. So you need to dress appropriately. I don't know if this is what you do. You need to dress more classy during the day and save the sexiness for dates that you get asked out on or for the club if you're still young. That's it. Okay. Treat yourself how you want them to treat you. And a dusty can't treat you classy. They can't put you as the prize. They can't take you to nice places. They can't meet your standards. So therefore, they won't even be attracted to you or even try if you are adamant about this and practice this daily. You know, a lot of women say, well, I can't afford to go to nice places. Well, sometimes you got to sacrifice. Maybe you go to a nice place and get a water and a salad, but you're in the environment. You know what I'm saying? And you could attract someone that may buy you a drink or ask you to join them for lunch or dinner or set a date for the future and then whatever. But a lot of times we got to sacrifice instead of being able to eat a full, meal at a restaurant, crab legs or, you know, frozen margaritas and daiquiris and stuff. Maybe you just need to order water and a salad and sit there in the environment and soak it up as though that's where you're supposed to be. Sometimes we don't need to. You say you do that, Miriam? Okay, see. So you said salad and small fries. Yes, you don't have to. You don't have to spend a lot of money. And then if something wrong with it, be a Karen and send it back. I mean, you might get caught. All right. You said not crab legs. Well, y'all know I'm just being silly. I just try to. Should I have said fettuccine alfredo with shrimp? I don't know, something filling and like that you would definitely be indulging in at, you know, the what I call mid-level restaurants. Okay. Mm, I feel like I don't ever have the energy or consistency to always look leveled up, but I know it's important. Okay, so then find your go-to leveled up outfit that is simple and quick. Okay, so a lot of ladies need to create this go-to leveled up quick look. Okay. So if you're tired of always trying to look level up, get you a go-to level up quick look. A wrap dress, heels is always a quick go-to look because it accentuates your body, snatches your waist. It's the perfect length, especially if it's to your knee. Heels always do that. Or you can get like something like a monochromatic outfit that always looks very high class. Maybe it could be like a cardigan, a little tank top, and a pair of like slacks and heels or flats, whatever. I don't know if you're tall or short, but and then maybe if you wear wigs, have your go-to throw on wig that you don't have to do too much to, and maybe do a soft makeup look. Maybe accentuate one area. If you don't feel like doing all of this, get you some red lips and maybe just do your brows and a little liner, and that's it. But you got to put in effort if you want men to notice and put in effort back. It is a numbers game. When you get married, girl, you can do whatever you want after that. It's too late. You got the ring. But game on until then, baby. Just think about it. And we should be looking good for ourselves as well, not for other people, but for ourselves. Every time I look in the mirror and pass a mirror, I got to stop and, ooh, how I'm doing. I don't get dressed for other people. I get dressed so I can smile when I pass the mirror, so I can feel confident when I'm walking around, so I can act like I'm the prize because I know I am, because I look like one. You see, it's not about other people, it's about you. So always have a go-to quick, easy, like low maintenance, high maintenance look. Okay. And maybe have a section of your closet carved out for I don't feel like thinking about what I'm gonna wear, and have these little cute outfits there and you just throw them on. Um, Care about yourself. Exactly. Shira, how do you deal with a negative mom? I always ignore her, but she finds ways to scream at me. Then keep ignoring her, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You find a way. Or, my thing, I don't know how old you are, but sometimes you have to have the talk that you don't live for her approval. And she needs to know that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like that's what you gotta tell. Like, Mom, thank you for your concern, but I don't really live for your approval. So I'm still gonna do what I want. I'm gonna do what I do. There ain't no way you can stop me unless you pay me. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You can come over sometime to his room if you want to sleep alone. You should be able to. Okay. Chi Lang? Okay, y'all talking about your sleeping arrangements? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure. How can I get a woman like you? What's the first thing I should say? First you should say, hello, ma'am. Or you don't even have to say ma'am. Say, hello, my name is such and such. Can I have all your bills, please? I want to pay them. Just kidding, just kidding. Um, Honestly, your bank account got to look better than you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's number one. You can't look better than me. You got to treat me like I'm the prize, and you need to pay all these bills and spend happily as if it's thrilling and satisfying for you to pull out your wallet and spend. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. That's all it is. That's all you got to do. All right. How to go to swim with a man when he knows you only have a wig, only wear a wig. Girl, they got this new good wig glue that you can just stick on and it ain't coming out. It's waterproof. Go get the waterproof wig glue, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can order online. Waterproof wig glue. Don't put that gorilla glue on your head. I should have learned from the last, social media explosion of it don't move. Go get you some waterproof wig glue and glue it on, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all don't know. I'm gonna start linking it because y'all be scared of some water, girl. Some waterproof wig glue. Let me see if I can find a link. Waterproof. I know it exists. There you go. It's on Amazon too, y'all. It's called waterproof lace wig glue. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Type that in. Waterproof lace wig glue. And now you're good. Share a question. What do you want to be remembered for? Um, my children will always remember me for being a good mother to them and loving them and living for them. So that's what I want to be remembered Other than that, like, I just do this for fun. Like, this is my help for to other women, so they get their bag, girl, so they can put their children first, and so their children can remember them for being able to give them life and treat them good and make sure they don't ever want for nothing. They can spend a lot of time with them and make sure that they feel loved and appreciated. So, yeah. What do you what you do for career? Whatever I want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whatever I wake up and feel like I need to do for my career. Like, honestly, each day I could say start a new business or add an aspect to one of my businesses, but or get on YouTube and promote my businesses. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm self-employed, and also, like, I'm a YouTuber. So that's my career. I don't really consider it a career because, like, I'm kind of like, do it if I want or not. Either way, I'm good. I also have several books, so I'm also an author. I have several careers. I never look at them as careers. I just say, I call them streams of income. You know, have several streams of income. Yes. You say you gonna remember me for all my great content and advice? Girl, you ain't got to remember. Just click on. I'm gonna be here. My videos ain't going nowhere, and neither am I. Mhm. Yeah, I'm vegan. I'm gonna live a long time. I'm healthy. All right. So I ain't going nowhere. Y'all better get used to me. Y'all better sit down and get y'all popcorn and stay ready. All right. How to come introversion? I spend so much time alone. It somehow frightens me the thought of dating again. Um, well, they gotta. Okay, so here's the thing: for an introvert, a person that spends a lot of time alone, it takes a special person to take you out of that. Unless you take yourself out of that a little bit at a time by, you know, being friends with someone maybe and maybe socializing a little bit more. It's kind of like you got to ease out of it a little bit, and then the idea won't be so terrible. But it's up to you. Just ease yourself out a little bit at a time. Okay. Your husband knows you rich. How do I change that, please? Girl. Well, do you have children? Just say that's my kids, baby. That's for the children. We don't touch that money. That's savings. That's for the children. Act like that money ain't even there, baby. Keep on providing, sir. That's for me and the children. Unless you could show me a nice will with a lot of money on it, and me as the beneficiary, we ain't got no problems. There you go. What's the best personality to portray? Be bubbly or be dry till you see spending, then be all happy. Yeah, like that's your love language, girl. You don't react until there's something to react to. hmm What's the best to wear? Freestyling jeans and a cute top or black dress and heels. Depends on where you're going and who you're trying to attract, and if it's appropriate for the venue or not, like wherever you're at. Just, it all depends on where you're going and how you look in those outfits. you know, like those outfits may look one way on one body type and a totally different way on another body type. So, however you're trying to be, seen is how you need to dress. Um, Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Blessings and wealth to you all, my beauties. May you find wealth. Oh, thank you, Chantel. That's so sweet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So we treat ourselves like the prize, especially okay, so ladies, if you are very particular about everything, a man is not gonna come at you sideways because you're very particular. You don't have to be crazy particular, but just have certain things that you will and will not accept. It could be, I don't eat that. I don't ever go to that place. But it doesn't have to be about everything, just certain things so that they know you are particular and you have standards and this, and that. So it's like, I don't do this and I don't do that. And you'll be able to tell if they're the type of man who will try to manipulate you or get you to change by getting you to do those things that you said no to or that you're not ever going to do. You can see what type of man they are if they try to push you to do certain things that you adamantly just said no to. And then once you see that, there are these type of men that they're going to try to persuade you to do certain things, then even though those things are probably lies, because you like, I will never go to that restaurant or I will never do this. And you probably will if you wanted to. You can use it as a fake compromise to get what you want. So they'll be like, well, if you do this, I'll take you shopping. Or if you do this, then I'll do that. So always have like a couple of things that you know that they're going to want to do and just like you absolutely do not do those things. And then when they try to pressure you to do it, you can see how hard they'll try to manipulate you so you know what kind of men they are up here. And then you can use it as a fake compromise. Okay? So write that one down. That's a good one. Fake compromise. I will never go to that restaurant. I will never do this or that. You'd have already been there, done that 20 times, but you would never do it because you have to use it in your fake compromise. Okay. Um, and I'm laughing because you can get a lot out of never doing what you've already done, especially if it's a compromise, a fake compromise. Okay. Hey, Shira, why is Olivia? I don't even know who that is, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Olivia Newton John? Girl, I thought she was dead. I watched Grease the other day with my daughter. Y'all remember the musical Grease? Um, because she kept hearing all the songs on TikTok. And she's like, where's this from? And I said, girl, that's from Greece. You ain't never seen Grease? And so we watched Grease the other day. Um, she liked Olivia Newton John's song. She's like, oh, she ate with that song. I was like, yeah. She's no longer with us though. May she rest in peace. Classic good girl leveled up movie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, you're 32, dressed classy, and you feel like men are intimidated by me. I'm studied woman, and playing dumb just does not fit my personality. Okay, well then be mysterious. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and ask questions. And ask questions that are statements. Like be the mysterious one. Make them think. They ask when they tell you about something, say something mysterious and deep to them. Instead, try that approach because that sometimes works if you can't play dumb. If you just, it's just very hard for some women to play dumb because it's too obvious that they're not. So you just have to act more mysterious and ask questions or say something profound and let them expand upon it or whatever. How do you flirt or get so nervous and avoid eye contact? Make eye contact and then smile. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you flirt. The very thing you're avoiding. How I don't think it's wrong to joke a little if you know how to joke and pull it off. It needs to sit well. It can't be awkward. And if you're gonna joke around, make sure the joke is appropriate and also that you stand by it and you don't like look nervous telling it as if you're gonna offend someone. Say it and own it. Okay. Only if it's to get you something, and you can do it in a feminine way. You're okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it more important to dress elegant or sexy to seduce? Y'all got to get rid of the high value man stuff. Take off high and just put valuable man. Okay. It's important to dress as if you want to represent how you want a man to treat you. That's number one. Because no matter what you wear, a man is already going to picture you naked anyway. Okay. You could have on a garbage bag, and a man is still going to think about what you look like naked. So, I honestly, depending on where you are and why that man is approaching you, is very important. If he's approaching you because you look sexy, he wants to sleep with you. But let's say the next day he's out for lunch or a happy hour and he sees a lady in an elegant dress and he approaches her. He's probably, less vulgar with her because he sees her on a different level, you know. So it depends on why you want them to approach you. Do you want sex? Then dress sexy. Do you want a man to want you because you're elegant and so he can bring you around his colleagues and take you to dinners at nice restaurants and, you know, fundraising galas and stuff like that, or, introduce you to his mom? Then that's what you dress like. Okay. So it all depends on what type of man you're trying to attract. That's it. I would rather, I think the young, sexy looking clothes are more when they ask you out on the date and you want to, like, look a little extra. Or if you're in a club and dancing and you're supposed to look sexy, but not for no happy hour and not for no lunch and not for no freestyling. Because when you freestyle looking too sexy, it sends out the wrong vibe of what it is you're looking for. Okay. So send out, if you're gonna freestyle, I would say go classy, elegant. If you've been asked on a date, maybe throw a little sexy in. If you are in the club because you're young and you out there partying and whatnot, dress sexy because that's what they do in the club. Okay. What if he's trying to rush into a relationship? Then bring your bills and let him rush into them bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because that's what it means when a man trying to rush into any relationship, that he ready to pay them bills. Okay, that's what a relationship means to me. You ready to pay bills? All right, then here you go. I've been waiting. Okay, you can rush. You can rush in all you want. Rush in and pay these bills because that's what you got to get through. Each bill you got to get through before you can get to me. Okay, y'all remember the Dusty game when you finally meet the rich man? There's a bunch of bills in front of you in the game, and he got to like hit each bill until they disappear, and then he gets to you the prize. That's what it is. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Got your first ebook, Groovy Gypsy. Congrats. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See? Well, I'm so proud. Thank you for letting us know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If if they give you an expensive gift and ask for it back, they didn't give you no gift then. If they asking for it back, you can't give a gift and ask for it back. Then it ain't no gift. You borrowed it. You understand? Once they gift you, it's yours. Period. They don't ever get it back unless they buy it back. Okay? You understand? You can sell it back to them. Tell them I put that thing on Poshmark. You want it? Go get it. Oh, goddess wild red, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, I'm not sure if you had your grande yet. This is for, oh, thank you, girl. Because I'll probably go get one after I get off live. Thank you for my free knowledge and outstanding patience with these questions out for freestyling lunch. Okay, girl. Good luck, girl. Go get you one with some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let me give y'all a clue about when y'all go out for lunch. The healthier they eat, the more money they got because they crazy and they try to live a long time. Okay, and they might have a medical problem, so they might, they live up there in the age. So watch when you go out to eat for lunch and you're freestyling. Watch for the healthiest eating man. They usually have more money. Okay. Ooh, he got some money. He is good, and not just good, but healthy. Okay. Um. So that's one way to tell. Okay. What are you eating healthy? Oh, he cares about himself. Okay. Good. When men treat themselves good and they eat healthy, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a diet food. It just has to be like somewhat healthy looking versus very unhealthy. Um, they care about themselves, which means they care about, whoever they're going to care about as well. So, and they have money to spend. It's just one of those things. How do you become more confident when you feel fat? I am not fat. I'm medium size. Um, Go stand next to somebody who's way bigger than you, and you won't feel fat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go find a store with a clothing size that's 5 times too big. Try it on, and you'll feel skinny. Okay, I mean that's the best way. Go buy you some big clothes, and whenever you start feeling fat, go put them on. You're gonna feel skinny. There you go. Okay. You're newly single. Should I reach out to a man that I ghosted a few years ago? Um, Honestly, they should be checking for you and waiting on you to be single. They should have never stopped looking and trying. And when they'll know you single and they're gonna be reaching out to you. Okay. That's how I feel about it. I'm not reaching out. If you like me that bad, you gonna know. You gonna be like looking for clues and hints because you still following me. Oh, she's single now. I'm gonna get it. But yeah, other than that, no. That's just me though. That's just me. That's just my preference. I need you to be a little bit obsessed with me. That's it. Like I need you to be a little bit obsessed because that's how I know it's gonna work. Okay. If you ain't obsessed, it ain't gonna work. Um, but for anyone else that doesn't feel that way, maybe post it on your social media, like I'm single now, or post a picture of you out single to mingle or something stupid like that. And if he's scrolling through, he might find out. Okay. How can okay, okay, so you're asking me how can one completely change from being that person everyone in the family tolerated to respected and treasured? You have to respect and treasure yourself. Respect yourself. Treat yourself like the prize in front of all the people. And people have the right to change, to have new perspective, to start new habits. Everyone has that right. So you just start doing it to yourself. And most of the time people will definitely acknowledge it. It may take them a while to really give you the respect and recognition that you feel that you deserve, but you have to stay adamant about acting that way. And sooner or later, they will give you your respect because you earn respect. People don't just give you respect for changing after 2 days. You have to earn respect. That is earned. So as long as you respect yourself and respect everything else, you'll earn everyone else's respect. along the way. You got to treasure yourself, respect yourself, and earn the respect of others. That's just basically it. If you're not doing anything to be respected, then how you gonna be respected? Okay. Oh, your boss allowed to ask me? Is your boss allowed to ask you out? We're flirting, but I'm not sure where I stand. Of course, he's allowed to ask you out, girl. Shoot. It's better if it's the owner, but you can settle for the boss. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Look. Sure. How do you deal with men calling you nonchalant and heartless? It's a compliment to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The reason why I feel like it's a compliment, and I'm going to tell you why. They can't trigger you. If you're heartless, they can't get to you. If you are nonchalant, you remain unbothered. So, if you want to pierce that veil of being nonchalant and unbothered and heartless, you gotta put in effort, baby. You gotta put in a lot of effort because a lot of men will what they call love bomb you to death, telling you all the stuff you think he thinks you want to hear, but never follow through on with actions. And they feel like because they talked the big talk, that is enough for you to show your love and caring side, but it's not. We need grand gestures. Big talk and no action is the same thing as you said nothing. So grand actions, big effort, grand gestures is what women understand. That's how you thaw a cold heart. That is how you act. That's how you get a reaction from a nonchalant woman. You got to go big because all those things that you claim that you can do, she can do for herself, or someone's already doing them for her, or she can get it done if she just asks somebody else. So, big actions, nice actions that no one else can do. And I mean, a lot of men don't understand this. If there's a woman that they really like, they got to go above and beyond for her because there's so many other men that are going to do exactly what he say he going to do too. And it doesn't mean that they're the competition. It just means, okay, but I've heard all that before. I've had all that before. What makes you able to thaw out my heart? What makes you able to get me to like you the same way that you like me? Giant gestures, back to back or consistently. Because it's very hard in this day and age for men to understand that because they don't realize that's what it's going to take because there's too many men out here trying to do the same thing as they are. You say your boyfriend calls you cold but still pay them bills. Exactly. And grand gestures don't have to cost a lot of money. And a lot of men don't understand this. You could take the same amount of money you was going to take to buy, her a gift and take it and make sure that she feels like the prize. You know what I'm saying? There you go. A guy who's rich is obsessed but made it clear he will not leave his younger woman. I'm older than her. Should I bring up a financial arrangement since he's trying to make me the side chick? Of course, get your money, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then you can go. If you're the side chick, that means you got room to date other people. Still, you can be getting more money. Okay. Sure. Are there many beautiful girls out there? How to separate myself and get the most money? Treat yourself as the most beautiful girl. Act, walk, and talk like the most beautiful girl out there, and other people will start to see you that way. I mean, you have to know that you're the prize. Like honestly, You don't have to be aesthetically the most beautiful girl. You just have to walk, talk, and act like you are, because that is what people respond to you, how you feel about you, literally. You ever seen someone that's not the prettiest girl in the room, but she sit there and act like it, and then everybody starts treating her like it? Mhm. That's because that's how she sees herself. It's like you're giving other people permission to see the same thing you're seeing. You said men like stuck up women. Of course. Hmm. So make sure you know that. Don't compare yourself to other women. If you like what they if study if you see a pretty woman, study how she walks, talks, and acts. Then you do the same. If you feel pretty, then you'll act pretty. If you know you're pretty, or if you're making steps to be pretty, or if you just you may not be the prettiest, but you're still pretty, right? So just act like it. Are you the prettiest girl in the room? Are you the prettiest girl in the restaurant? Are you the prettiest girl in the bar? Are you the prettiest girl at happy hour? Isn't that enough sometimes? You don't have to be the prettiest girl in the world. You don't have to be the prettiest girl on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok. You ain't got to be the prettiest girl on social media. But you walk into a room, if you can catch them, the attention of those men, you pretty enough. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you need more pretty friends. No, you don't. You need ugly friends so you can look the best. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, like you need plain looking mediocre friends, girl, so you the prettiest. Like remember that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said ugly friends hold you down. Not if they know. Not if they don't know they're ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, okay, let me give y'all an example of this. You need someone just as confident as you are, no matter what they look like. Okay, they could be looking like who did it and why, but if they think they're the best looking thing in the world, then more power to them. Okay, there are women out there like that. You ever seen a highly confident woman, even though she wasn't the prettiest woman in whatever, but her personality and her confidence, surpasses yours? That's the kind of friends you need, not the ones who are always jealous and like angry or jealous and because of your looks. Okay. You have a friend who isn't the prettiest girl yet she marries a rich man. You have friends who are literally models and IG influencers yet she married a broke man. Exactly. See, it's about how you present yourself to the world, how you feel about you. It helps to look good too, but it also helps to feel good as well. Like you be your own person, simple. Friends can control you or hold you back. They don't own you. Exactly. Let me tell y'all about hanging out with pretty women. Hanging out with a bunch of pretty women, honestly, it starts to become too much of a competition, and then your friendships are not your friendships anymore. So, if you hang around with too many, pretty women, you may not be competing with them, but they could be competing with you, and you won't even know. So, what you got to do is either go out alone or hang out with people that are not even trying to compete with you. You know, catch me at the red light, twerking on the headlight. Okay, let me film it then while I'm at it. If I see that, it's going on World Star, baby. I'm selling that footage. Um, do they even still have World Star? Or they just went to TikTok now. How do you think the law of attraction works? I think whatever you feel like you do, like you want, you think about it, and you're gonna start to probably see the effects of it, coming into your life. Hmm. This is what you want, not what you said, not what you didn't want, but focus on the positive, what you really want. And if you think about that a lot more, then that's what you're going to attract. Yeah, wanting it makes you still want it. So maybe if you really want it, then just forget about it and just know that it's on your list and that it's eventually going to get checked when you get it. So, like if I want something, I'm using those words because that's the best way I can explain it. So, if you know you have something on your list that you would like to check off, then write it down and wait for it to arrive so that you can check it off. Like, literally, it's on the way. Like, when you order an Amazon package, it's on the way. And, when you get that little email on your phone with the package sitting on your doorstep, check it off. It's here. Yay. Whenever I have packages being delivered, I write down in my planner, like, where the packages, are from, and I put a little check mark in a little box next to it. And so when I check it off, that means the package has arrived. I already know the package is coming. I ordered it. And so just friendly reminder, when it arrives, check it off. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, it's been 3 days since you met this guy, and while I really like him, I admit we're being way too lovey-dovey. How do I pull back without ruining what we have? Um, hmm. The best way I can tell you is, you know, um, I mean, I really wouldn't pull back all the way, maybe just on certain things. Like, slowly lessen the time you speak, slowly lessen the affection or lovey-doveyness that you give, and come to a comfortable place where y'all are both comfortable and don't feel like you're rushing. So just like pull it back slowly, but a little at a time. That way it doesn't seem like you're rushing into anything. So maybe like text less, but still a good amount if y'all are texting, but a little bit less. Don't answer back as quickly. Do a little, let them chase you still, you know. Um, get busy. That way when you're not able to respond, they know you're working on yourself or whatever you're working on. And you'll be fine. What kind of Instagram pic shall you post you want to meet rich man online? I would say something that looks classy and elegant. Here you go. Let's see. Or if you have a specific target in mind, maybe put some like nice quotes, like a well cultured Instagram page may have some nice quotes, a little humor meme, a nice photo or a picture of you looking classy, you know. So just mix it up and make it look like you're a well rounded person that's not weird or crazy, unless that's what you're trying to attract, someone that's a little off. You want You went on a date with a new guy 2 days in a row. Now he's texting asking if I know how to play cards and wants to come over and play cards on Tuesday. What? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, where we going? Vegas? Like, I only play cards in Vegas, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the whole time I break out them cards in Vegas. Yeah. I'm sorry, I only play cards in Vegas. Like only now the only other card that I like are credit cards. So I mean, I play with your credit card, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's go. What you got? You got American Express. You got that Visa. Okay. We go on a date and a man asked me if I got back to his phone. I said no, sorry, I need to feed my cat. I ain't got no cats. My goodness, that was kind of terrible. You should have said you took your cat to the vet because because it was something was wrong with him. That way, then you could ask for the money for the cat surgery that you ain't got. You got, you have to start by if you're gonna lie, at least let your lie in some money. So, oh my gosh, my cat was sick. I had to go take care of it. I had to take him to the vet. Okay, then a couple of days can go by, and then you could talk to him. Oh, the cat's feeling. I don't know. The cat might. The doctor said the cat has some issues. Might need some surgery. Dot dot dot. I don't know. If he's an animal lover. So when you talking to him, you got to make sure he's an animal lover first. You can say that cat girl. Send you your money. Oh, how much do you need for the surgery? I'll help you. I love animals. So, yes, build up, girl, build up so you can get that pet surgery money for your non existent pet. And if you're really evil, the cat can die in surgery, and now you need cremation money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You didn't make it. Oh my cat. I don't know what to do. That was my best friend. I've been trying to compensate by, watching funny movies, but it's just gonna take something big to get my mind off it, maybe like a trip or going on somewhere really nice and Sprinkles wanted his ashes, you know, sprinkled out into the ocean, the Caribbean, precisely. He loved watching the screensaver of the Caribbean on the TV while I was gone. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. They fall for that, good for y'all. What if you want big stuff like that up to, and they just kind of wish you good luck, ask questions but not offering to help? All right, what is big stuff? Because can they afford big stuff? Did you ask too soon? Did you ask in the right way? Did you lose the big stuff you had because of them, and they're only to blame, so they feel partially responsible to replace the big stuff? Sometimes when you asking for big stuff, you gotta lose big stuff and make them think they're the cause of your loss. That way they feel responsible and have to replace it. So I always say, like you're on the phone or you're texting them and they can hear something in the background, like drop something glass and like, oh my gosh, I just broke my $300 bottle of perfume talking to you. Oh my gosh, I just dropped my earring down the drain in the toilet talking to you. It was a diamond earring too. Oh my God. I have to call you back. Then call her back crying. I can't get it in the train. Took care of diamond earring. There you go. How how to deal with depression because of rumors? People, women ignore me and hate me, and I don't know why. Girl, if you let people get to you like that, what you gonna do in the real world? Like this is the real world, y'all. This is like this is the real world. People can talk all they want. What are you going to do? What life do you want to live? How do you want to represent yourself? Then do it. Continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody started rumors about me, I'm not going to care because they don't pay my bills. I'm going to do what I continue to do and do it better than I did it yesterday. That's all I can do because I don't care. You got to stop caring. That's how you do it. If you care so much about what people say and do and talk trash about you, you give them power over you. Why do you want to give people that much power? You might as well hand over your keys, your paycheck. I mean, your paycheck. You might as well hand all that over if you giving them that much power over your life because that's your choice. That is literally your choice to give people that much influence and power over how you feel about you. To me, I don't care enough about what other people think unless they want to pay some of these bills. Okay? You want to pay some bills? Come on. Tell me about what you think about me. Why are you paying that bill? I'm still not going to care, but I will listen to what you have to say. Okay? Pay that bill. All right. You good? All right. Go back to talking trash. All right. Next. This is the mentality that we need to get on. Like we need to get into this leveled up mentality of not caring what people think who don't benefit us. Okay. So who cares what they think? What you gonna do? That's the question. You gonna be they're probably happy you're sitting there looking like, you depressed and feeling bad about yourself. You just let them win. You got to get up and whatever you did to make them talk trash about you, do it even better. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all something to talk about. Watch this. Eh. I'm gonna give y'all more to talk about. How about that? That's how you got to live your life bold. Exactly. People choose to allow people to take their power. Take your power back and do whatever you want. How do you feel safe around men if you was abused when you was younger by many men? Like, how do I attract men who would treat me good and not abuse me? Don't first of all, don't tell them that. Don't ever tell a man you was abused because that is gonna attract the abusers. Second, don't like don't take crap from nobody. That's number two. If you see a red flag, say something. Like, you know what? I don't tolerate that. Okay, because as long as and you'll stop attracting men who abuse when you treat yourself like the prize with high confidence. The higher your confidence, the less a man can abuse you. Okay. If you have very high confidence, they can't get around that. Okay. They don't want to even try to get around it. Okay. Because they know if you think that highly of yourself, you're not going to allow someone else to treat them like that. You're not going to allow someone else to treat you less. You will react. They will have consequences. So high, like you need to have more boundaries. Exactly, Jamila. You have to have very high confidence, and you have to cut them off when they acting stupid and tell them about themselves and what you would not tolerate. And that's it. And you won't attract them. Hmm. Yes, love yourself to the fullest. Exactly. And don't be able to be abused. Like, don't think less of yourself. Don't feel like their opinion matters. Like, Don't feel as if you have to listen to what they're saying. Just be like, you know what? I do what I want. Talk all you want to, you blue in the face. I'm still gonna do what I want. As long as they can't control you, they don't want to abuse you. Okay. Sheila, can we be moody around people or does it take away from the attraction? If you're not getting what you want, you can be a little quiet and dry and keep changing the subject back to what it is you want. Okay. Sure, what do you do when he comes back after you choose someone else over him and he want reassurance that you'll stay? He needs to invest in you if he wants you to stay. What is he going to do to make you stay? That's the question. What you gonna give me to make me stay? Like, what is my initiative to stay? Y'all flipping the script. Flip the script. Say, well, what are you gonna do to make me stay? This is what I need to know. I left. I chose someone else because you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do to get me to stay. So now what you gonna do? Okay. He should never be sure you'll stay. That's how you keep him chasing. Sheila, how do you keep a conversation going? By talking. Ask questions. Ask questions, but don't make it stupid, boring questions like you're on a job interview. Ask questions that maybe most women aren't going to ask a man. Like, oh, like, weird questions like that pique, interest in a conversation. Like, hmm, what is something strange about you that no one knows? Then they're going to have to think, "Hmm, what do I really want to tell her?" Then they're going to try to ask you the same question. And then that's when the strategy comes in. Well, something strange about me that no one knows is that after dating a man, they usually become obsessed with me and they can't figure out why. That's what they get now. Just always happens every time. You'll be like, oh, really? Yeah. They always think about me. They're always texting me. They always, like, just sending me random gifts sometimes. And they just always want to know what I'm doing. And, they just become obsessed a lot. And, it's nice. But then, if I don't like them anymore, it's a problem. So I guess they should just work harder on keeping me liking them. And it wouldn't be so bad. There you go. That's something weird. Okay then. Then they're gonna think, "Ooh, wow." Then all they're gonna be thinking about is, wow, why? I need to find out. I I had never been obsessed over no girl before. They're gonna be trying to figure out why. And then they're gonna want to see you more. And whatever mysterious ways that you have about yourself, they're gonna embrace them because they're trying to figure out why. There you go. Mystery always works really good with men who, you know, are tired of predictable chicks. If you're a predictable chick, change it up, be more mysterious, or don't give away too much information about yourself. You said good branding. You first of all, you don't want to brand yourself at all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the one thing. If you brand yourself, you can't change. And if you can't change, then you become predictable. So we don't want to brand ourselves. What we want to do is look like we don't care about what they think and it's all about us. That's the best branding you can put on Instagram if you're wanting to brand yourself, do not brand yourself, because as soon as your branding goes out of style, then you go out of style. So be able to go with the flow, change it up, and don't get stuck with branding yourself anything. Be able to do what you want, because so many people have tried to approach me to brand me. No, I don't even like the word brand. It sounds like you a cattle. you know, no, just if you feel pretty one day, take a picture, post it. If you feel confident the next day, take a picture, post it. If you run across a cute, funny meme that you want to share, post it. A lot of times when you try too hard on social media, people can see it and it comes across as fake and branded. So you just want to be more authentic on your social media so it doesn't look like you're using it to brand yourself and attract a certain type of end. You're using it for you. That is for you. Your social media is for you, not them. Okay. hmm Sure, a guy told me that women he dates become obsessed with him. What to say to that? Oh my God, how much money do you spend on them? You take them shopping and stuff? Because I become obsessed with you too if you took me shopping. Tell him what you want him to do in order to get you to become obsessed with him. That's what you do. You know what? I can't believe. Okay, when you taking me shopping? Because that's the only way I'm getting obsessed with you. Or, or you could pay my bills. Either way, that's the only thing that would ever do it for me. Who bills you was paying? All right, I'm gonna bring my bills the next time I come. You gonna impress me? And don't turn off your ring because I will be calling you. Obsessed. I'm always gonna joke though. I'm always gonna joke. Mhm. Sure, I get so insecure on dates. I always feel like the ugliest woman there, and I'm not. But I don't know what's wrong with me. I just feel like I'm turning my mindset. And girl, here's my thing. If you go out already feeling like the ugliest woman, that's how you're gonna feel. That's how you're gonna act. That's how you're gonna think everybody else sees you. So do the opposite. Go out there feeling like the best looking one. Okay. And even if you're not, it's better than feeling like the ugliest one, you know? It's like y'all need to stop. Y'all are doing this to yourselves. Y'all are literally fighting against yourselves and wondering why you can't attract the right type of man because you don't even feel like the right type of woman. You don't even feel attractive enough to attract a man. Do whatever you got to do to feel attractive, literally. Whatever you got to do. Wear some pink drawers, go get your nails painted, put on some deodorant, smile, get some lip plumper. I don't know, whatever you got to do to feel pretty, go do it because this ain't it. You can't live like that. Okay? I couldn't live like that. I have to go do something. I would walk around looking crazy, you know, a bunch of makeup on and pink dresses and sparkly heels, walking around talking about I'm pretty because that's what I am and that's what I'm going to represent. If you feel like, you know, if you feel unattractive, then make yourself feel attractive. That's all you got to do. No man is going to make you feel attractive if you can't make yourself feel attractive. That's just because he ain't got nothing to work with. If you sitting around feeling and looking like you the ugliest one in the room, only a man who sees your desperation and wants to sleep with you and exploit you is gonna come entertain you because he's already her self-esteem low. She's gonna give it up quick. But if you look like I look good, I feel good, I feel beautiful, they're gonna say, "Oh, she really, takes care of herself. She really looks nice. She's really, polished. She looks very pretty." They're gonna feel what you're trying to portray. But if you already go in there defeated, that's what they're gonna treat you like. Okay. So don't go in there like that. Go in there the opposite, looking good and feeling good. Hmm. How to be more confident. Hang out by yourself. That's the best thing I can tell you. If you want to build your confidence, get away from people. Get away from people and learn more about anything. It doesn't even matter what you're learning about. Because once you get away from a bunch of people, you're going to start to only have to talk to yourself for a little while. And you're going to realize that it's not those people that are lowering your confidence, it's yourself. And once you can identify the problem that you keep talking bad about yourself, you can fix it. You can say, you know what, I'm not going to talk bad to myself anymore because I'm the only one I got to talk to. So let me say something good. You know, a lot of women don't realize this until they get alone and have no one to talk to. They don't realize that they're doing this to themselves, lowering their own confidence. So if you are talking to yourself, even the thoughts that come into your own head, if they're negative, it's you. And you have to change those thoughts into something positive or something that will make you have more confidence. And when you get back around people again, the voice in your head is going to be more positive. Therefore, you're going to have more confidence in yourself no matter what. So you need to get alone for a little while and talk to yourself and see what your voice is saying and then change it. Y'all, my voice is my biggest fan. My voice in my head go hard. Okay? That's what you need. You need a little voice in your head that's saying you all of that. Look at you, girl. Yes. You need that cheerleader voice in the back of your head that hypes you. You need a hype woman in the back of your head telling you everything you want to hear. That's what you need. If you don't have that, make it, create it, do whatever you got to do. Borrow Kanye's. I don't know, but you need one. Okay. If you don't have it, make one, create one, borrow Kanye's. All right. Do what you got to do. Somebody in there telling him he all of this and all of that. Y'all need that too. If you don't have it, get it. You say you the baddest. Yes. You said not easy. Y'all need to borrow it from somebody or emulate it or something. If you don't have a hype voice, that's why you don't have no confidence. All the peaches in the house, where's your hype voice? Where's that voice that's saying you all of that? If you don't have one, you need to create one. That's it. I got a hype voice everywhere I go. And sometimes I just repeat what I hear. Yes, I know I'm so cute. Period. And give it an accent if you want to laugh. Whatever. Um, some people have theme music. Some people have internal hype voices. Where's yours? That's where your confidence is. You got to believe in yourself. Yeah, believe in yourself, girl. Where's your hype voice? Okay. I hope that helps whoever needs confidence. You say your alter ego is Paris Hilton? It's like Paris Hilton? Okay. Well, whoever you need it to be, that's what you need. How to make him commit to me? You can't make a man commit. We are just meeting for dates, but I know he does the same with other girls. Okay. First of all, you don't care because you need to be doing the same with other guys. He needs for you to commit to him. You're doing it backwards. You need to be out on dates with other men, and you need to make your dates seem like he is going to miss out if he doesn't try to claim you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you need to say on them dates to make it seem like you need to be the only one, that's what you need to say. So basically, it's like, oh, you're so nice. I am so glad you called me tonight. I was free, and I was like, you know what? I wonder what such and such is doing. He's so nice. Like you got options. And say, you're so funny. You make me laugh, and you're so generous and cute. Um, but be looking around when you're saying that. Don't be looking at him. Look- And then when a nice car drives by, look at the car. Okay, you don't have to say you're dating other men to know that you are dating other men. Look at nice cars drive by. Look behind him when you're talking. Maybe look towards the bar. I mean, you're scoping out the scene. You're seeing other men. You're seeing nicer cars. You know, act unbothered and don't care. If he doesn't have you in the palm of his hand, he's going to try to get you there because now his ego is bruised. So then he's going to go, are you seeing anyone else? Are you out there dating? Oh, me? No, I mean, I go out sometimes, but I really wouldn't consider it dating. I go out with friends and maybe there's a group there and if but not anything seriously, but I do like to have fun, something like that. Then he gonna want to tie you down if he know you ain't sitting there waiting by the phone for him, girl. And anyone who wants to force a man to commit and stop dating other women, they lose. You lose because now you chasing. Okay. Now you needy. Now you want to take yourself off the market and you ain't even gave him your bills yet. Okay. He needs to want you to commit. That's the game. If you're doing it you're the other way, you're doing it wrong. If he's not the kind of guy that's gonna pay your bills, why are you dating him? Okay. How do you avoid friends who constantly want advice but never take it? Tell them the wrong advice. If they ain't gonna take it anyway, you might as well tell them something stupid. They'd be like, "Oh, what should I do? This guy is cheap and dusty. Girl, marry him." What? Why would you say that? Because you ain't gonna take my advice anyway. Because all the other advice I gave you before you never took. So why you gonna take this one? Why are you taking this serious this time? I told you to marry the dusty, and now you're reacting. Okay, well, you listening now? You said you do that. Then they'll stop asking you because they're not gonna get anything serious out of you. Because they already know that they're not going to follow the advice that you give anyway. They just want someone to rant to and to pour out all their crap on. So let them know that you're not taking that crap seriously anymore. Just tell them whatever makes you laugh. You know, girl, marry that dusty girl. Yes, y'all can have a dusty wedding. What? Don't tell me you're gonna start taking my advice now. You said men nowadays don't want to spend money unless they're getting something in return. Well, then make them think they're getting something in return. You're promise them that you have a gift that they'll never forget. Tell them we gonna need a date and to tell them we gonna need a date in a hotel room on the 30th. He gonna be spending up until then because he know he finna get it. Book the room, sir. Anything you want up until the 30th, you getting because he ain't gonna mess that up. And then when Aunt Ethel died on the 29th, fake Aunt Ethel, when fake Aunt Ethel dies on the 29th, what he gonna do? You ain't gonna be in a mood to go to the hotel. In fact, you're gonna need some plane money, some plane ticket money to go to her funeral. Okay, then he gonna have to start all over. All right, here you go. Give them false hopes and like send them pictures of the drawers you gonna wear when y'all go to the hotel, the lingerie. I can't wait. Texts, links, so he can order you stuff. All the restaurants you want to go to, like make him spend that money, girl. He gonna spend it up until the 31st. Then when fake Aunt Ethel passes, you gotta start all over on the next month after your mourning period. Be mourning it. Not her third death. Girl, you gotta use the aunt death like once. The fake aunt. Okay. Then you gotta use another cat surgery. Mix it up. That's why you have to talk to them to find their triggers. You know. He said he said how to not eat when not hungry, tired of dinner dates. Go somewhere else. Go on shopping dates. Shopping dates. Okay, shopping dates are it's a trick. Okay. You say there's this really nice restaurant, but make sure it's in the mall or right next to the mall. Oh, Miss Tipsy, Sprinkle Sprinkle. How do you know if he the kind of guy to pay bills before you date him? Um, Usually if he looks if you look way better than him and you're way younger than him, and if he looks like he wants a committed relationship with you, he's most likely going to pay the bills. So that's how he look. Like he looked like he would date you seriously and he know he gotta pay. So he would look the part. He would look like a bill payer from jump. If he was standing next to you and the whole room knows that he is gonna pay them bills. That's how you spot him. Okay. He looks like if you're on a date with him, that everybody that sees you and him out and about know that he paid a bills. That's the kind of guy that pays bills. The one that's obvious. And I think I answered your question on the Patreon as well. So if you want to go and check, I did write you back, but he looked like he paid bills. That's how you know. He looked like he gotta pay bills. He not in disguise. He don't look like he might pay some bills. He look like he pay bills. Okay. So that's the target. The one that when you go out in public with, everybody a head turn to see you when he walk through the door. They already know all your bills are paid. Okay. That's the target. Okay. If you don't look like all your bills is paid, try again. And you can read between the lines on that. Like when I say that, it means the contrast is very great and that you wouldn't be there if he wasn't paying the bill. Okay. The contrast in age, looks, and everything is too big for him not to be paying some bills. Shira, how to avoid hood dusties in public? Don't go to where they can hang out or afford to hang out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't avoid them, like because you're going to like places like gas stations or the local mall or whatever, then dress as if they can't afford you and not and don't wear streetwear. You know what I'm saying? Streetwear they approach. Classy, elegant clothes they cannot approach. Okay. It's like dusty repellent. So the classier you look, the less they approach. The more trendy you look, the faster they approach. So that's just letting you know. You have to have your dusty repellent. Or you can just simply ask them for some money and they will make a U-turn real quick. Okay. Um, What do you do if he flirts and doesn't ask you on a date? Um, he's not bold enough to ask you out on a date. He's still trying to flirt with you, girl. So whenever he flirts with you, tell him about the stuff you like to do on dates. Like, so you need to stop flirting with me unless you're gonna take me out because I'm starting to get in the vibes that you ain't got no money. Honestly, no, don't say that. Always be having to leave when he's trying to flirt with you. It's like, oh my, I have dinner plans. Oh, I'm supposed to meet someone at the bar. Oh, I gotta go. Like as soon as you start flirting, like if he wants to keep your mind and attention on him, he's gonna have to take you to those places because you're so busy going there. It should be clicking in his head to ask you out, you know. So always be on your way somewhere or remind him that you have to go because you got to go somewhere. Then he gonna maybe put one and two together and figure out he got to ask you out. What does it mean when a college boy keeps breaking up with you but always come back to try to get back together or at least sleep together? That means he slept with another girl and now he coming back to get you because she probably slept with another dude and y'all just playing a circle game. That's what it means. It means y'all in college and y'all sleeping with a bunch of people. That's what it means. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or he couldn't get none somewhere else when he thought he could. Now he got to go back. Either way, he tried. He tried. What if they say, come to my home instead of the hotel? Um, ask for their address. Look it up on Google Earth. If it's worth going to, bring a friend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That way you ain't got to do nothing. You got a witness. Bring an ugly friend. You can leave because you her ride. Okay. Don't tell them you bringing a friend. Bring a friend. There you go. Look it up on Google Earth. Ooh, that's a nice house. Let me bring my friend. There you go. Don't let men come back at all after keep disrespecting you and breaking up with you. Exactly. College guys probably do that a lot. So, like, it's probably the norm. The potential always trying to touch you and be affectionate. I get the ick every time. What do I do? Get the drunk and the bills paid and the money, girl. Get the money and get the alcohol, and you won't feel it because alcohol numbs you. And make sure you get the money. Actually, get them bills paid or get that direct deposit done. Yeah. Then get the fake phone call from Aunt Ethel before he could go any further. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the money. Let him hold your hand. You know, if you initiate the affection first, it's less likely he will take it too far. So grab his hand so the hand don't go straying. Hold his old hand so it don't go astray. Okay, there you go. What if a rich man does drugs regularly, like Molly and Coke? Leave him, girl. That's really weird. Um, I mean, I would probably not date him because like if you got to do all of that, you don't like your life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'm not going to risk being caught with somebody that has that on them. Mhm. How to act unbothered when you know he has many female friends and interested in him. Have many male friends that are interested in you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it works both ways. Like, if you have the same type of pull, use it, you know? Why are you only focusing on him and what he has? What about what you can get, what you can pull? How many men following behind you? How much money they throwing at you, girl? What? That's how we need to start thinking. We don't focus on that because that is that. Okay. It's always going to be like that with a man with money. Okay. He gonna have options just like you should have options. Have options. That's the best way. If you're worried about that, that means you need a lot of options because you're sitting there upset about it or worried about it or concerned about it. I don't know how concerned or worried or upset you are, so I use all the words. But if it's getting your attention, that means the attention is not on you anymore. And you need to put the attention back on you by allowing yourself to feel the same way that he feels, that he has options and he's surrounded by, you know, his options. And that's all you need. You're just starting off on your level up journey, Jewel. And you're mid 30s, married with two small children, and you have too little time to do art. Um, you're asking about micro locks or sister lock. Here's my thing: if you're pressed for time, depending on like whatever look you are trying to achieve, don't sacrifice the look you're trying to achieve because you don't have time. Make time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's something that I really want to do, I'm gonna make the time to get it done because it's going to pay off in the long run. So whatever style that you truly want, if that's not the style you truly want, then make the time to make sure you can get the style that you truly want. If you can't maintain that style because you're so busy with kids, then you don't need my permission because your kids always come first. You know what I'm saying? You don't need my okay or my approval because if you're not able to care for your children while dating, I want you to put your kids as a priority. So whatever allows you to do that, then I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. But whenever you can, I would definitely make the time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all. I gotta go. But it was a pleasure to answer your questions and to do the video and give y'all some advice and some tips and tricks. Y'all don't forget to get my book. It is linked at the top with all my other level up books. And um, if y'all are new, hit that subscribe button. Hit it, click, click. Get the notification. Sometimes I go live whenever I feel like it, but mostly it's in the afternoons or late morning to afternoons. And definitely um, leave a comment, maybe with maybe a future topic or discussion you would like, the videos to be about. And I'll definitely read all the comments in the permanent comments. I definitely read them all. Sometimes I'll answer it or click the little heart button so I saw it. But thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And for everyone who donated, I truly appreciate you. Thank y'all. Everybody who sent me cash apps, thank you. I'll be getting coffee, breakfast. I'm put my cash app here. Like some people, they write me a message in the cash app. You can write a message. If you haven't joined the Patreon, you can definitely write me on the Patreon, and I definitely will respond to you. Like if you have a specific question that you didn't get to ask, or if you have some in-depth situation that you don't want the public to know about, or YouTube, you can definitely write me on the Patreon in the inbox. and I respond. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And there's the Patreon link. And once a month, I go live on Patreon. It's a more intimate setting with less people, so you can ask your questions more. And it's usually towards the end of the month. So tier 2 and up on the Patreon gets the live videos and such. Just read what each tier offers, and you'll see the first tier is the cheapest one, and that's just the journaling prompts. Then the second tier, you get in the live videos, the PDF books, all, some of the posts. And then the next one is you get like, monthly letters mailed to you, handwritten by me, and everything else, the live videos and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you check it out. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, and for all of you who have been on the Patreon um, since last year, thank you. Hope you all got your cards because I sent y'all Christmas cards, everybody that had their address on the Patreon. And so next year, I'm going to try to do the same, depending on how many people have joined. And I'm going to try to get y'all a card every year so y'all can all have like a personalized card for me. And definitely, y'all keep leveling up and making sure y'all are the prize and get y'all money, girls. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all later. Bye.